It's just like the red versus the blue, the Antifa versus the Proud Boys or whatever. It's just another controlled paradigm that they use to clash up against each other and just to create more chaos. Order of chaos, of course, and how they pit people against each other. And what do you see, of course? These are scary times right now for a lot of people. Make America great again. So it's like here in Quebec, Montreal's had a whole bunch of anti-mask protests, and they have these groups. They have first and foremost, QAnon shows up with a few placards, and then the media dismisses it all as QAnon instantly. You're QAnon if you're against, which is just ludicrous, of course, because many of these people would be legitimately against the tyranny that's happening. But there are the shills. There's the smile or the hugs, not mask type of organizations that are probably made by people you're not allowed to talk about in order to control that narrative. This is what's important for people to realize, is that they always try to control the opposition. They have a Rocco Galletti character up here in Rainbow Unicorn Land these things happen all the time, that they bring forth these characters, restaurant owners and people like that, who are most likely playing roles, folks, most likely. And it's all, they are able to establish themselves as figureheads of movements so that they can control the movement. And so they build up these characters, they build them up on social media. You have people like Ezra 11th and, characters, Alex Jones and stuff will feature these people, build up their profile, build up their social, their following and all that. And then they're used as a siphon or a filter, or as a pressure release valve where they can push people into these circles, identify who they are, because often what they do is they get you to sign petitions and stuff like that. And we showed some of the ones up here in Rainbow Unicorn Land where there were politicians, Pierre, what's his name there, for the Conservative Party, Paul Hiver, he's an MP in the House of Commons. His leader, Aaron O'Toole, knows nothing about the Great Reset, but this guy knows everything about it, or appears to know a lot about it. And he got all these people in Canada to sign a petition. But when you sign the petition, they ask for your address, your name, all these things, right? And it's like, well, why doesn't the leader of the opposition party know about what one of his MPs is pushing and using, and how is it possible? Well, it's not possible because it's all part of an operation. So I suspect that they use these to identify everybody who is awake to what they're up to. So be careful. I'm just saying to folks, be careful. Be careful in putting your trust in these characters that they push up, because more often than not, they're going to be part of a controlled opposition. Doesn't mean you should stand up at every moment for your rights. You should take no tyranny at any time, right? But you have to be careful if you join movements, because that's often how the whole thing works in terms of controlled opposition. I know it's deceptive, it's layers, and I know it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that they're that clever. They are that clever. There's no question that they're that clever. There's no way they're going to let people like this get all kinds of publicity if they don't want them to get all this publicity. It's all part of a controlled narrative. We'll have him show up at these hugs over mask controlled opposition events, and we'll use this as a reason to get rid of what? National anthems. Why did they want to get rid of national anthems? I don't know. Might have something to do with global citizen, Agenda 2030, one world, open borders, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, get it? So there you go. This is the game. This is the game. I guarantee you hugs over a mask is controlled opposition. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Rocco Galletti, I guarantee that these people are controlled opposition. Because I know how the game works. I know how it works. I've been exposing it for so long. So you have to be careful of these organizations, because, even though they might be saying things that you like, there's a narrative. They know there's going to be a huge opposition. They predicted all of this. Look at the Rockefeller's scenarios for the future, how they predicted that by 2021, 2023 or something like that, there's going to be so much fatigue and there'll be huge tyranny protests all over and rising up as people have grown tired of the big government taking control of every element of their lives. They anticipated all of this. That's why they're controlling the opposition.